Welcome back to another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. In this video, we will show you how to remove and replace the suspension rods on this GE top-load washer. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. We'll start this repair by removing the front panel. To begin, use a painter's tool to depress the two clips holding the front to the top. Pull out slightly after depressing the first clip. Once the second clip is disengaged, the panel may fall forward. Ease the panel down and then pull it up and off of the two tabs at the bottom. And set the panel aside. To remove the top, take off the two 5/16 screws on either side of the front. With the screws removed, lift up the panel slightly to gain access to the lid switch. Use a flat blade screwdriver to depress the tab on the switch while pushing up on the switch itself. Pull the switch up and out of the top. Rotate it so the side is facing the hole and feed it back through to disengage it from the top. Now, pull up on the front of the top and slightly towards you on each corner. Then, slide it to the left to release it from the plastic tabs on the control panel and set it aside. With the top removed, we can begin removing the suspension rods. First, remove the 1/4-inch screws on either side of the cross brace. With the screws removed, lift up on each side of the cross brace and bring it down past the sides of the cabinet. Next, go to where the rod connects to the tub at the bottom and use a flat blade screwdriver to press in on the clip while pulling down. Then back on the top, depress the two tabs located under the cross brace and press the plastic piece up and out. Now the rod can be removed. We will repeat the process on the other side. After removing the second front rod, use a pair of pliers to squeeze the strain reliever and remove it from the cross brace. Next, remove the 5/16" screw from each of the tub support straps connected to the cross brace. Once the screws are removed, set the cross brace aside. Remove the 5/16" screws from the two support straps near the rear of the tub. With the support straps removed, The drum can now swing forward slightly to allow you clearance to reach the rear suspension rods. Now, reach in through the front of the washer and press down on the plastic retainer clip to release the rod from the bottom of the tub. Do the same thing on the other side. Next, reach under the bracket on the back and depress the two tabs holding the rod in place, in the same way the tabs on the front rods were released. You may want to wear some cut-proof gloves during this step, as the metal edges are very sharp. Make sure you remove the plastic retainer after pulling the rod out. Repeat the process on the other side to remove the final suspension rod. To install the suspension rods, we'll begin with the left rear rod. Bring the rod up under the metal bracket and guide it through the hole provided. Then, slide in the plastic cup and turn until it lines up and locks into the metal bracket. Next, go to the bottom of the tub and bring the suspension rod under the hole provided, line it up, and pull upward to lock it in place. Now proceed to the front right and install it in the same way. Bring the rod under the bracket, install the holding cup, and lock it in place. Then, line it up on the bottom and lock it in place. To reinstall the cross brace, lay it across the machine with the curved side facing the rear. The cross brace should go behind the cabinet on the front. Install the two 1/4-inch screws to secure it to the front of the cabinet. With the cross brace secured, bring the front left rod up through the bottom and install the holding cup, turning to lock it into place on the cross brace. Next, go to the bottom of the tub and lift the tub forward back into the cabinet to bring the suspension rod bracket up high enough to slide the rod underneath. Repeat this process on the front right. Bring the rod under the brace, lift it through the hole, and install the support cup, once again turning to lock it in place. Then again repeat the process to lock the bottom in place. Now, reattach the rear support straps, starting with the left rear. Press the strap around the screw hole on the tub and secure it in place using the 5/16 inch bolt you removed earlier. Repeat the process for the front left support strap. And once again for the right side, rear, and front. When installing the top panel, take note of the hooks on each side near the control panel. These must be lined up with the slots on the top panel for the top to line up and seat properly. You must also line up the 3 tabs on the control panel with the 3 slots in the rear of the top panel. Guide the top panel into the control panel tabs, slide it to the right, then pull slightly out and drop it down to seat the metal tabs. Next, reinstall the lid switch by opening the lid and guiding the switch up through the hole. Guide the back in first, then rock it down into place and press to seat it. Install the 2 5/16 inch screws on the front of the top. Now we can reinstall the front panel. To install the front panel, simply guide the slots on the bottom onto the tabs at the bottom of the machine at an angle and rock the panel back into position, making sure it locks into the 2 clips at the top. And this will complete your repair. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.